as he's told the semis continue. Here comes the Gravedigger. Dennis Anderson's Gravedigger, the crowd favorite, comes out to the line to go against Carolina Crusher.
I've made it this far, Gravedigger, and I'm not going down until I nail you to the ground where you belong.
You can't put me to rest, Crusher. I've made it too darn far not to come out on top. It'll take a lot more than brawn to bury me. I'm bigger than life.
No! You're lower than life, Gravedigger, and I'm gonna roast you!
Carolina Crusher comes up to the starting line. The Gravedigger is already there. One of these trucks will go to the finals, one to the showers. Carolina Crusher, 10,000 pounds, 1,400 horses. He's a Chevy. And so is Gravedigger, 10,000 pounds, 1,435 horses. This is the battle of the boys from North Carolina. One faces Barefoot in the finals. They're off neck and neck. Around the figure eight they go. Gravedigger opens up a slight lead. Here comes Carolina Crusher. Carolina Crusher is on the outside track. When they go over the jump, he'll have the inside track and a shorter way to run. Digger, then Crusher. Digger goes, the Digger leaves the track. Digger left the track. He's disqualified. It's Carolina Crusher. All he's got to do is finish the race to win it. Gravedigger took a bad hop, went sideways, and left the track. Your winner is Carolina Crusher. He'll face Barefoot in the finals. And like it or not, Gravedigger is out of the competition.
Crusher crucified me. I was one step away from coming out a winner. I should have stayed on track. You could say that maybe I choked. But I will return to make my mark. If it's the last thing I do.
Gravedigger was in the lead as they approached the cars. And then he comes up, over, takes a bad hop. The truck seems to get a mind of its own. What happened? Jim Davidson is standing by in the pits with Dennis Anderson.
Dennis, tough run going up against Gary in the Carolina Crusher, but what happened in that race?
Well, I think I got a little crossed up when I approached the cars, and I went for a bad launch, and that gave me a bad landing, and the truck just bounced around and got a little crossed up, and I didn't want to fight it too hard, so I just kind of let the truck go, let it go the way it wanted to go without turning the truck over, and it cost me the race, but hey, I'll get him next week.
The finals are coming up on Monster Wars.
Well, maybe the demons of the wall continue to haunt the Gravedigger. Dennis Anderson won't be in the finals, but you can be sure he'll be back doing battle next week. It's Carolina Crusher and Barefoot in an all-out war when we return.
Carolina Crusher and Barefoot, and both these trucks got here in a strange sort of way. Barefoot lost to Invader in round 1, got a bye in round 2, and then took out Equalizer in round 3. Carolina Crusher lost to Gravedigger in round 1, defeated Kodiak in 2, and took out Digger in 3. But now, all that's past them. It's one more truck to go to be the champion. Barefoot and Crusher line up and go! Even going into the first turn, Barefoot picks up a little bit of a lead. Carolina Crusher hangs right with him. He's on the outside lane. He's got further to go. And then when they cross over, he'll have the inside track. Up and over for Barefoot. Carolina Crusher right behind. And now Crusher pours on the speed. Barefoot finds something from deep within him. And he opens up the lead. Barefoot is going to take this win. Carolina Crusher battles, but he can't do it. It's Barefoot. Barefoot wins it in Louisville. Barefoot, your winner over Carolina Crusher. What a devastating loss for Carolina Crusher.
I feel like a sissy making it into the finals that easy, only to get blown out by a skinhead like Barefoot. I don't know what happened. I was hammered along, and I got hammered. Woe is me. It'll take a heck of a lot more of them to tackle me again, and whoever attempts to pound on me better be packing an insurance policy, because I'll make sure they casually become a casualty.
Barefoot was in control from the very start. Going over the first set of cars, it was all barefoot and then a perfect landing. Where others have been thrown all over the course, he stayed the course and is our champ. With our champ right now is Jim Davidson.
Fred Schaefer, congratulations. A great run here in the finals. Louisville was kinder to you than it was to others. Tell me about that run against Gary Porter in the Carolina Crusher.
Okay, what I tried to do with the Carolina Crusher there, he's a real tough character. I lined up and tried to get out in front of him on the first turn there and get a good lead on him, and hopefully that would rally him a little bit, and try to stay out front so that he could see me in front, and hopefully it would rattle him a little bit.
From my perspective, you had no problems on that run.
No, it wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to get a little squirrely on the outside when I changed to the right lane on the top there, but not too bad.
Well, Fred, congratulations. You did a great job.
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot.
The war has been won, the battle complete. Well, at least for this week. A victorious Barefoot is now breathing down the neck of Gravedigger in the Monster Wars season standings. Just 40 points now separate the two trucks. As a matter of fact, the entire standings are beginning to tighten up. Carolina Crusher's second-place finish today keeps him on the battlefield, adding 33 points to his overall total. Anyone can win next week and jump forward in the standings. We're only halfway through the Monster Wars season, so it's impossible to predict who will be at the top when the smoke clears. That wraps it up for us on Monster Wars. For Joe Lowe and Jim Davidson, I'm Luann Lee. We'll roll right back into your home next week and every week with more Monster Mega action.